Hello, this is Aaron Palm, Director of the Virtual Academy, uh, making a video on how you can add a second student to your Canvas account. So I think most parents understand how to add one student to their account. You go to the Canvas login page, which is linked to our website, and you put your name, your email, your student's username, and your student's password, and you get connected to your student pretty easily. The trick is, at this point, that doesn't work for a second student, so how do you go from here? So when you get connected with your first student, you come to a page like this, and then on the left-hand toolbar, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options. The bottom one is account. If you click on account, you have a bunch of other options here, and unfortunately, they buried this feature. You hit settings, and when you hit settings, on the very bottom, you'll find a feature called observing. So if you click on observing, they consider parents an observing role. You would enter your second student's username and your second student's password, just like you did to add your first one. Hit the Add Student button, and you are now observing both students. And you see that 2 students are connected to my account. Now, the tricky part, comes from here. You go to courses, and if you're used to Aries, you're very used to clicking on one student and seeing their things, and then you click on the other student and see their things. But here, I've only enrolled these 2 students in American government and U.S. history. So what happens is when you go to click on American government per se, you are looking at the American government class for everyone, including both your students. And you're thinking, well, how do I check the grades? How do I jump back and forth between the two? This is where it's a dichotomy switch. It's a little more efficient this way, but since we're so used to Aries, it works differently. If you click on grades now to find out how your individual student did, then it gives you an option of picking the student you want to view. So now we're watching the grades for demo student 1, and then we'll be watching the grades for demo student 2 now, and it changes and updates that. Then if we go back to courses and we go to U.S. history, we can do the same thing. We see that this applies. This is the coursework for all kids in class, including both of your students. You hit grades, and now you can, it says only for student 2. And that is because I did not enroll student 1 in this class, because I wanted to show you 2 different looks for it. But if student 1 was enrolled in here, you would again have the drop-down menu. And because you're just in student 2's account, you can now shoot back over to American government to see what those grades are, right? And you once again can choose between the 2, but just keep it easy and pick the course you want to view, and then pick, when you go to grades, pick which of your students' grades you want to see in the moment. All right, so I will stop this video now. Thank you for viewing it.